we are traveling all the way from Munich. We have just left through Austria, through Slovenia to Zagreb in Croatia. We will take an overnight stay, but then work our way into Bosnia, down to Montenegro, and all the way down to Albania. Let's see how far the LE MSP card gets us. With over 500,000 charging points in Europe, should be exciting. So we arrived at the border to Austria here near Salzburg. Just before Salzburg, have to stop to get the obligatory tolls paid for Austria and Slovenia. We've done that. We plugged into a 50 kilowatt charger here, and we arrived about 60%. Now we're back up to 79% here. So we've just crossed the border into Slovenia, and we arrived at about 14% state of charge. We just plugged the car in here at Ionity, pulling 140 kilowatts, which isn't too bad, and we're now going to go use the restrooms, go get something to eat quickly, and then do the last sprint to Zagreb afterwards. Let's see how long this takes, but I think it should be pretty convenient. So we're back, we used the bathroom, we ordered food, I wolfed it down really quickly. Francisco got through half of her food that she brought from home. We were here for 25 minutes, recharged 48 kilowatt hours, 70% full now from the 14% we arrived at. Charging now at 71 kilowatt hours, which is actually not too bad, but it's time to move on because we're tired and want to get to our hotel. This will be enough to get us there. So we arrived in Zagreb late last night with about 20-25%, and then we're back on the way today again, and we stopped here at Ionity just outside of Zagreb, and plugged it in and actually cleaned the front and rear window, and I've done it properly, as you can see, and it actually takes. I've just finished. Very convenient having the cleaning here at the petrol station, so thanks for that. And we've been here for 10 minutes, and we've gone from about just under 20% to 49%, 27 kilowatt hours charge. So it takes about 10 minutes to do it properly to clean the front and rear window. And now, still pulling 110 kilowatts, but that's more enough to get us to our next stop where we'll have lunch, and then we'll see you there. So we've reached the border of Croatia to Bosnia, and it's very warm here, so I've lost the LE hoodie for the heat, but I'm also going to have to say goodbye to the LE charging card for now, because this is where the service area ends as we leave the EU. But let's see how we go in Bosnia, Montenegro and Albania without the LE charging card. We've just topped up now to 88%, and we're ready to go to cross the border and get to Sarajevo. So we arrived in Sarajevo last night, with about 35% state of charge, so more than enough. And then we parked the car, and then we found here a nice little free charging station, courtesy of the city of Sarajevo or the state of Bosnia and Herzegovina, a gift to its citizens and hopefully its guests as well. We will now move the car because it is fully charged overnight, not to block it, so someone else can use it later today. Well, next stop, Mostar. We covered the 130 kilometers roughly this morning from Sarajevo to Mostar. Only took about 20% of our state of charge, down from 98 or so down to 77 now. The Bosnian streets, say what you want about them. There are a lot of winding roads, max speed limit of 80 kilometers an hour, so quite good for electric car on the range. And here we are at the hotel now, with a free charger provided by the hotel. And this will top us up in just a few hours, 2 hours or so. And we'll then move the car again, and then tomorrow morning it's ready for the trip over to Montenegro. Well, good morning, and we're in Montenegro. It's early in the morning here. We spent the last 3 days here, and you can tell the car got here fine, and thanks partly to our host's wall box that he has here. He only installed it, I think, about a month ago, and we're the first people to use it. So it's really easy to do the day trips, also using the charger when we needed it. So I can recommend to any people looking for accommodation or people that are hosting people, charger is always convenient for the next generation of cars. Well, we are now 50 kilometers away from our final destination in Albania, in Durrës, the port of Durrës. And we've covered the whole distance down here using nothing but the LE MSP card in the EU, and then into Bosnia, Montenegro Montenegro and Albania, we've relied more or less on just free chargers. So it's worked surprisingly well. Every charger that we expected to find at a hotel or in a public car park was available and was working. It was smoother than the trip probably to Italy last year from a reliability perspective. Not many chargers, but those that we found worked, and we even found some surprise ones along the way that also worked. So all in all, it's been a very smooth half of the trip down here. So here we are. The Balkans and Albania is done. We've arrived safe and sound. Charging was pretty easy. Driving was also easy. And now it's on here about 55% over to Bari, and then from there the adventure continues around Puglia and then back to Germany the long way through Italy.